Hello, students. How are you? I hope you all are good. Then today we are going to start the ninth standard geography chapter 1. Okay, so that is distributional maps. Okay, so already we know map means what we are using maps for knowing about any state or country or district. Okay, so you know that type of map. And maps also having the different types like a political map, physical map. Physical map means what it will shows the what are the mountains having in that country, rivers having in that country. So that will shows. And political map means what are the political map means what are the states having in that country. Okay, so that indicated in a political map. Okay, so some other maps also having. Okay, for the uh, suppose you want to calculate the population in particular state or population in particular country. Okay, how much rainfall having in that particular state, or what is the temperature in that particular district. So for that we are using the some special maps. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about that type of special maps. Okay, so you have studied district, state, and country maps in the earlier classes in environmental studies and geography subjects. So already we know country maps also, state maps also, and district maps also. Okay, so India map also world map also state Maharashtra state maps also district map like Aurangabad district, Ahmednagar district. So that maps all already Okay, the main aim of maps is to show the location of your place and distribution of variables. So the what is the main aim of map? So any map you are observing, okay, so it will give the information about that particular location or particular place. Okay, some maps are prepared with special themes. Some other maps are having some special themes, special purposes only. They prepared that type of maps. Okay, so what are the type of maps? Such maps are called thematic maps. What is that? Such maps we call as a thematic maps. Through such maps, distribution of various variables in a region is shown. Okay, using these type of maps, we can understand the what are the variables having in that region. That means what is the temperature, what is the rainfall, what is the population. So these all things we can know using this is thematic maps. Okay, distribution of temperature, rainfall, population, etc. So what are the variables? Temperature, rainfall, population, etc. Is this shown on the map according to the data of these variable? These maps are useful to explain the distribution of these variables in a region. Okay, so when you are seeing this map, so we can understand easily what is the temperature in that district, or what is the temperature or rainfall in that particular state. So we can understand very easily using these distributional maps. Such maps easily bring out the pattern of distribution. To draw distributional maps, we need statistical data of the variables. Distribution can be shown in the figure following ways on the map. So suppose you want to prepare a distributional maps. So for that distributional maps, you have to need a statistical data. That means particular data you need for that for the preparation of a distributional map. Okay, so let us see what is the particular statistical data, how they are preparing this distributional map. Let us see. So see here the distributional maps are divided into three types. So first one is the dot method. So distributional maps are used prepared using three types, three methods. That is the dot method, choropleth method. Third one is the isopleth method. Okay, first one dot method, choropleth method, and isopleth method. Okay, so now coming to the dot method. A dot map is prepared using a statistical data. While preparing dot maps, only data gathered through containing is used. The way of variable is distributed throughout the region. The dots are used to show its distribution on the map. For example, the population of a region, the distribution of cattle, etc. Okay, so in this method, we are using only dots. That means to see here in this method, in this map, so only dots are there. So what is the population, or what is the temperature, or what is the rainfall? Anything you want to show in this map, so that shown with the dot only, that shown with the dot only. Okay, so here population also shown with dot, and distribution of cattle, that means cattle means animals like buffaloes, um, uh, goats or cows. So what are the animals having? Okay, so that also they are indicated with a dot only. Suppose in Aurangabad, how much population is there in our Aurangabad? Suppose 1,000 people is there. Example, just giving example. So 1,000 people is there. So that 1,000 also indicated how it is dots only. So in Aurangabad district, they are indicated with dots. 1,000 dots they are used for the 1,000 people. That means one person having the one dot. So like that, they are showing the population also in that distributional maps using dots. To show distributional through dot method, the value of dot has to be determined. When you are using the dot for showing the population or anything, you should use the same value for the particular dot. Okay, so every dot having the same value. Okay, to do that, the lowest and highest values of a given variable in a region are taken into consideration. So for that, you have to take a what is the highest value in that region, what is the lowest value in that region. Suppose Maharashtra having the different districts. Okay, so we want to draw a distributional map that belongs to the population of Maharashtra state. Okay, so in which district highest population is there and in which district lowest population is there. First we have to calculate that. Suppose Ahmednagar having the highest population and Aurangabad having the lowest population. So first we have to take that information, which state district having the highest population, which district having the lowest population. Okay, so after that you have to take how much much population you have to take one dot. That means what, suppose I am take 10,000 people is equal to one dot. Okay, 10,000 people is equal to one dot. So like that you have to take what is the highest value, what is the lowest value in that particular district. Also, we need to consider the size of the dot, the density of the variable, and the scale of the map. The number of dots to be given for the value of variable in each sub administrative unit needs to be decided first. The following precautions should be taken while using the dot method for a map. Okay, so suppose you want to prepare any distributional map using dot method, so you should follow the some rules, some precautions. What is that precautions? See here, the size of your dot should be uniform. So whatever the dot you are taking, that dot size should be in equal manner. Okay, in every district, that dot should be in equal manner. No, equal manner. Not some dots are not in big, some dots are not in small. All dots are should be in equal size. So that is the first precaution. What is the second precaution? The distribution of physiography, water sources, transport system, etc. of a region should be considered while placing dots on a map. Okay, so when you are preparing about Aurangabad district, so what are the rivers having, what are the hill stations having, what are the roads having or railway tracks having, you have to consider that also. Okay, so you have to consider that and you have to place a dots. Okay, while showing population distribution, rural population is shown by dots and circles are used to urban population. So when you are preparing the distributional map for population, so you should use dots for the rural population. Rural population means what? Rural population means village. Okay, so you want to calculate the village population, so you have to use the dots. But when you are calculating the cities population, urban means cities. Okay, so if you want to calculate the urban population, then you have to use the circles. Okay, not a dot, you have to use the circles. The dot method is most suitable for that variable. Okay, which is freely scattered across the region. So dot method should be used for the distribution of that means this dot method should use for the uh, population or a cattle distribution. So for that purpose we are using this dot method. Okay, so here make friends with the maps. See here they are showing the one map to you, so that is the Amravati town map. So here also they are using the dot method. Okay, so according to this map you have to answer these questions. See here, this map is what? Distributional map. So this is what? Distributional map. They are used which method they were used? Here they were used the dot method. Okay, so this is the which district map? Amaravati district map. Okay, so what is the first question? Name the place having population of 1 lakh on the map. Okay, So here, what is the, where 1 lakh population is there? See here, here they are given the index na. So each dot 1000 population, rural areas. That means in village areas, one dot they taken as a 10,000 population. Okay, one dot they taken as a 10,000 population in a village areas. Rural means village areas. But in cities, see here, they are used the circles only, not as dot. They are used circles, that too in a, not in a same manner. Okay, so 50,000 indicated with like this, and 1 lakh indicated with this circle, and 2 lakh indicated with this circle, and 5 lakh indicated with the big circle. So like that they are divided the population also in that particular cities. Okay, and she see here, so you want to draw any map, first directions very is very important. Direction symbol is very important. So this is the direction symbol. So this is north side, this is the east, and here it is the west, and this is the south side. Okay, so here first question is what, name the place having population of 1 lakh on the map. So 1 lakh population is where it is located. See here, so 1 lakh population indicated with the this circle. So here, so Achalpur is the 1 lakh population. Achalpur is the 1 lakh population. Next one, which part of the map shows sparse distribution of population? That means sparse means very spare distribution means what? Less number of population where it is located. So in this region, that means it is in north side. Okay, it is in which direction? North side, north west side having the less population. Okay, so that is the Amaravati population, Amaravati district. So that was dot method. And coming to the choropleth map. Okay, or it is called as a tins, choropleth map or tins. So choropleth map, so this is the second type of distributional map method. In this map, the data regarding various geographical variables shown by shades or tints of various colors. So in this map, when we are using the choropleth method, so we are using them, that map we are using with the colors and some shadow shades. Okay, while making such maps, the data used for different variables is obtained through various processes such as measurement, surveying, etc. So when you are preparing this method of maps, that is a choropleth method of maps. Okay, sorry, you need a measurement, some measurement you need, and some survey also you need. Okay, in this method only one value is given to one sub administrative unit in a region. Okay, so one sub region having the one value only. In this type of method, the smallest and largest values of the given data, other variables are taken into consideration. After that, 5 to 7 classes are made. Okay, so what is the population having in that particular region, so that they are divided into 5 to 7 classes. That means parts. Suppose suppose 10,000 population is there in Ahmednagar district. 10,000 population is there. So that 10,000 they are divided into 5 to 6 7 classes, 5 to 7 parts. How it is? First one is 1 to 1,000. Second one is 1,000 to 2,000. Next one is 2,000 to 4,000, and the third one is 4,000 to 6,000. Next 6,000 to 7,000, 7,000 to 10,000. So like that they are divided into how many parts? 5 to 7 plus. We can divide five parts, or we can divide it into 7 parts. Okay, each class is assigned a tint of the same color or black and white color. So these classes they are indicated with what? Which colors? White and black color also they can indicate, or they can indicate with the same color also. The shades or the pattern become darker with the increasing values of the given variable and drawn accordingly on the map in the given classification. So this map they are indicated with the different colors. Based on that value they are using the different types of colors. Okay, so let us see. When you are seeing the map now, so you can understand very easily. So in figure 1.2a and 1.2b, the population density maps of Amaravati district using color shades and black and white patterns are shown. Read any one map in detail and answer the following questions. Okay, so here 1.2a, and 1.2b, they are giving the two maps. Okay, 1.2a and 1.2b, they are giving two maps. So that two maps are belongs to which method? Choropleth method. Okay, so here based on these 1.2a map and 1.2b map, you have to answer for these questions. So first question is, name the talukas having population density between 301 and 400 persons per square kilometer. Okay, see here. So here this map, see here, so there is no dots. Okay, so this is not a dot method, so they are using the colors only. Different colors they were used, so that's why this method is what? Choropleth method. Easily we can understand. Okay, if they are using the dots, so that is a dot method. If they are using the different colors, so that is a Choropleth method. We can easily understand here. So total population is what? In 1 square kilometer was square box, suppose it is. So that in that square, how much population is there? Okay, so that we call as a per square kilometer. In kilometer, 1 square, how much population is there? So that we are going to calculate. Okay, so here lowest value is 100 and highest value is 400. That means what? We can understand in that 1 square kilometer, how many people is there? How much population is there? 400 population is there in that 1 square kilometer. Okay, so they are divided into how many classes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already I told you now. So we have to divide that particular population value into 5 or 7 classes. Here they are divided into 5 classes. So first one is the less than 100, second one is the 101 to 200, second one is the 201 to 300, and fourth one is the 301 and 301 to 400, and last one is greater than 400. So based on the value also, they are indicated with the different colors. Okay, based on the value also, they are indicated the different colors. See here, so less than 100 indicated with less color, and this part indicated with the little bit bright, and third one more bright, and fourth one it is like as a pink color, and the next one it is a bright pink color. So they are indicated that based on that value, they are indicated with different colors also. So first question is what is the first question? Name the talukas having population density between 301 and 400 persons per square kilometer. Okay, so see here. So first question is, which area having the 301 to 400 population? See here. So where this color is indicated? So Anjangaon Surji. So this is a this color is suitable with this part. So that's why what? So Anjanagon Surji is the answer for that question. Okay. Next one. What is the second question? What is the density of the Amaravati Taluka? So total population, what is the density of the Amaravati Taluka? So this is the Amaravati na? So this is the Taluka. Okay, so this color is suitable to which number? Greater than 400. So what is the answer? Greater than 400. So that much population is having in this Amaravati Taluka. Third question, name the talukas having population density less than 300 persons per square kilometer. Okay, so what are the talukas having less than 300? Okay, see here. So this line indicate the two, 201 to 300, and this is all, these two also less than 300 na? That means this one and this and this, these three are belongs to the less than 300 population. So what are the areas have matches with these colors? So first one is very less color, so this one Chikaldara is Chikaldara, and next one is Tivasa, Chandur railway, Nandagon Kandeshwar, Batkuli. So these are what are the light colors having matches with these colors? What are the areas matches with these three? 1, 2, 3, these colors. So that all areas are belongs to the less than 300 population. Okay. So that is the Choropleth method. And the next part we will continue with. If you want a continuation of this chapter, so see in part 2. Okay, so continuation of this chapter you can see in the part 2. And if you like this is your useful video to you, so please subscribe my channel and share. Thank you.